So come out in the garden today just to do a bit of a chat, and wanted to talk this week about just remembering to breathe. So I haven't done a vlog now for over a week, and when I say remembering to breathe, I mean it both literally and actually figuratively as well. So if I talk about a little bit about what I mean with regards to myself. So over a week ago I came off the back of doing my 26-hour training week, and I was feeling great towards the end of it. Even the last day on the Sunday, did the big 6-hour ride, and I was still going really well at the end of it, and generally felt really good, felt really fit, was able to keep pushing on. Then kind of 2 days later, that's when I kind of hit that brick wall, and DOMS kicked in and generally started feeling pretty rubbish, very fatigued. And in hindsight, yeah, that probably wasn't a great idea, that big training week when I'd come off the back of just doing 10-hour weeks, building back up from being ill. But it was a challenge, and that's why I was doing it. So yeah, that's why I did it really. Wouldn't generally recommend it, but that was the case. But anyway, then into that next week was a struggle, because I went from feeling pretty rubbish. I then had quite a lot of work on and things as well, a lot of things getting on top of me, and only all little things, but they started to add up and multiply, and felt like the walls were closing in a little bit. And really, if I just remember to breathe and just think about actually setting a few sort of goals, making a bit of a list of what jobs I had to do, it wasn't that big really, but again it just starts to multiply if we let it get to us too much. And there was a bit of a change in the weather as well, so I wasn't really able to get out on the bike. I was then trying to fit in rides around, also thinking, oh, but I've got this to do, I've got that to do, and yeah, things just, like I say, then walls start closing in and you start just getting a bit stressed out with everything. Started thinking about my heart rate again. Was I having a couple of pains in my chest? What was going on again? Was I getting ill? And generally I started feeling ill again as well. And yeah, it was just a case of, well, hang on, I need to take a step back here. As you can see, when I rode on the Thursday with Owen as well, generally I was still a little bit feeling a bit down. And yeah, so it was just a case of remembering, oh, I need to breathe. And I say breathe literally as well, because I was at the start of the year starting to do some of the Wim Hof method and doing the breathing techniques, a little bit of meditation, some yoga. But then I've kind of let that go a little bit over the last month and haven't been doing it as much. And I think I really need to get back to that. When I've been trying to up my training on the bike, that's been put to one side. But that was really helping at the start of the year. So I am going to start back with those breathing exercises as well, and definitely starting back with the yoga. So yeah, when I say breathe, it's just remembering that sometimes we think we can do all this work physically, on the bike, off the bike, getting really physically fit, but I know myself, you also need to be working on yourself mentally as well. The psychological side is really important. We can be the strongest athletes in the world, but actually psychologically up here as well does need work, and whether that, like I say, is just taking a moment to think about things and just relax, taking that time to actually maybe a bit of meditation, or just, like I say, the breathing exercises. But yeah, we do need to recognise the importance of that as well, and just putting things into perspective at times. Things aren't always as bad as what we think. If you just take that little step back, breathe, and yeah, okay, set this up here, make this little list, that's what I've got to do, and just rationalise things. Yeah, so we'll have a little look. This is kind of what I've been going through this last couple of weeks, and I just thought I would share that with you. Right, so back out with Owen again today. After our 25-hour week last week, but I think Owen, you did about 27 hours in the end, did you?
Yeah, 26 and a half.
Yeah, and I did just shy of 26, so a pretty big week. Both whinging and moaning this morning because we're both still struggling a little bit, both still fatigued. So like 4 days afterwards, and I think we both thought we'd have our legs back by now, but we don't.
Yeah, legs are still pretty tight. I thought I'd have loosened off by now, but I've been a little bit ill the last couple of days after the big week. I think it's just due to fatigue, so hopefully I'll be able to get my legs back very soon and start planning on some big hours again.
Yeah, so weather's not great again today either, pretty cold, no sun today. We had some great weather last week, so I think that's a bit annoying as well. Generally just feeling a bit down today.
Yeah.
Paris-Roubaix has been cancelled as well.
Oh,
things are looking a bit bad again in Europe with COVID, and yeah, we were hoping to start getting some events back up and running in the UK. Still keep our fingers crossed for that. But yeah, come out for a ride today, hopefully feel better after the ride. Hopefully. Maybe a bit more positive.
Fingers crossed.
Right, well, yeah, see how things go. What's your plans for next week, Owen? Week off?
Off college for Easter.
Yeah, off college for Easter, so I'm planning on some big days if I can. It'll all depend on how the legs feel, so hopefully I'll be able to get out, get some big hours in again. After I did that 25-hour challenge, I think it's given me a lot of motivation to get out, try and beat you, Brooks, on the leaderboard.
No, it's not happening.
Start getting more motivation.
Got any events or races booked yet?
No, not yet, but I am planning on racing as soon as we get events up and running. Hopefully I can get in some races. I am planning on some TTs as well. As soon as they start, I'm trying to get into some of the TTs, trying to get even just to pin a number on. I'll be very happy. It's been like over, I think it's about a year and 2 months now since I pinned a number on. So it'll be nice to get back out on the track, get on the start line.
Yeah, I think that's all we want, isn't it? Just get back into some form of competition again, or maybe just group rides even, just getting back riding in a group.
Yeah, definitely.
Even when it just goes back up a group of 6, I'll be happy. Just means I don't have to ride with you all the time. Glorious out tonight, just come out, sun is shining, absolutely beautiful. Decent day today, been out with the kids, been over the beach, had a decent walk out as well, and now just getting out on the bike as well. Even come out on the summer bike, got the summer wheels on as well, just to sort of raise morale a little bit. And yeah, lovely night, beautiful blue skies. Just going to do a couple of hours and then back for tea. So I just want to kind of have a bit of a chat tonight about the last few weeks, just what's been going on. So I haven't done a video for about a week and a half now, so just kind of been struggling a bit the last week. Came off the back of the 25-hour week, and yeah, I think it's obvious now I kind of did a bit over too much that week, did 26 hours, and probably if it wasn't for the fact that it was a challenge for fundraising, wouldn't have really recommended it. it was probably too much at the time, although I did feel great towards the end of the week. Even the last day I was still feeling great, but got to the Tuesday afterwards and just hit a massive brick wall, nosedived, struggled to really turn the pedals on the bike that day, and just generally felt a bit dreadful. And in that week as well, things just generally started getting a bit to me, just various things, probably little things really, but all just started adding up, as people can probably also things like that happen, and you just, walls started feeling like they were closing in a little bit, weather started turning, getting a bit cold again, raining some days, couldn't get out on the bike, and just generally my mood just nosedived a little bit, and just struggled, as you can see, obviously last week in the ride with Owen as well, we both felt pretty similar, and just both felt pretty down, and yeah, it was just generally how things were going. And I just didn't really feel like doing a vlog really, but I think I need to try and remember that doing these vlogs is actually a good way of kind of expressing myself, and it does help as well. So this week now, whole new week, the weather's really glorious again today, been out most of the day, out on the bike now for a couple of hours as well, and it's just really lifted my mood again. So I think the weather does massively affect me, so I do need that nice weather. But now things are looking good today, so even now, heading back home, and I've got a tailwind back, so headwind all the way out. When I was tailwind back in the glorious sunshine as well, so all is well.
I think it is an important topic. I think a lot of you can probably resonate with this as well. I know talking to a lot of people, it's quite a lot. People that feel quite the same. So it'll be interesting to see. If you want to comment down below, let me know. Do you kind of struggle with these things as well a little bit? And it's important to also talk. I mean, I've been putting off doing this vlog. Now I say I haven't done a vlog now for almost 2 weeks, and last week I was like, oh, I'm looking through my ideas of vlogs. It was like, I don't really want to do that one, don't want to do that one will be rubbish. And generally if I did one, this is my little bit of release as well, talking to the camera and doing these little vlogs, and it is my way of getting that out there, so it is my way of talking, and actually really I should continue with these and keep doing them, because it is, I think it does help. So that's this week's video. I hope you liked it. And just an important message, just looking back over my videos and things, it looks as though over 50% of you, if not more, who are actually watching these videos do not currently subscribe to the channel. So please do subscribe and do like, and it'll help you for future content as well, to be able to see it easier. So yeah, please click subscribe down below, click like, and yeah, back with the more regular videos from next week.